I now call the honourable member for Longman.
Mr Deputy Speaker, we have heard a lot about volunteers in Queensland over the past weeks. An army of volunteers have helped the most in need during the natural disasters of this summer, and we will long remember their contribution when Queensland needed it most. Our community showed up. It showed its true colours, and those who have had their lives turned upside down found some hope and comfort in the kindness of strangers. At a time when all seemed lost, those in my community knew they could lean on the shoulders of their neighbours. But, Mr Deputy Speaker, it is important to recognise that there are many members of our community that work quietly all the time to selflessly help those less fortunate than themselves. They turn up all the time when it is inconvenient and difficult for them to give of themselves and lend a hand. They are the carers who give until there is nothing left, and still they find more. The Red Cross volunteers, the parents who give their time at schools, those who help at sporting clubs, those who give their time to raise money for the aged care facilities, and many, many more. Mr Deputy Speaker, these people show up not only in times of crisis, but they show up every day in my community, and it is their efforts and generosity I would like to acknowledge today. Last week I attended the Creative Activities program run by the Seventh-day Adventist Church to thank Dulcie and Lou for their tireless volunteering efforts, both in coordinating the creative activities sessions and other help they have also so selfishly provided over many years. The Caboolture Historical Village is another example of a community organisation which would not exist without the effort of volunteers. Volunteers such as Mr Len Turner, one of the key organisers for the Australia Day citizenship ceremony. These people form the backbone of our community, and we have many of them in my electorate of Longman. Mr Deputy Speaker, it is the effort of volunteers such as these that I will be recognising when I award the Longman Awards. But the Longman Awards are about locals that make a significant contribution to the community. They are about recognising the local achievers who contribute positively to the Longman community, whether they be volunteers, community groups, youth achievers, senior achievers and environmentalists, the young people who excel in sport, music, members of our community who help and look after our natural environment, and community groups who provide tireless support to the less privileged in my electorate. I encourage my constituents to nominate any individual or group who they believe has played a role in the community. During National Volunteers Week in May, I will recognise all these people who make Longman the great community that it is. Already I have received many nominations and heard of many stories of unfaltering commitment. I look forward to meeting these individuals and thanking them for their service to Longman. Longman is the best place in the country to live, not only for our beautiful natural landscapes, but because of our strong, binding sense of community spirit.
I thank the member for Longman.